Good morning, everyone. Aaron A. here, taking a look at your severe weather threat for this Wednesday, December the 23rd, 2015. We're going to start out taking a look at the radar loop over the past 3 hours. Some strong storms developed this morning across the Gulf Coast states, especially through Mobile. There was a strong storm that moved through there. Those are all moving into central Alabama and central Georgia right now, bringing lots of rain with those. But the line in Arkansas is actually severe, so that's definitely something to focus on this morning. And the storms in central Alabama and central Georgia are not currently severe, so that's good news. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these weather watches that have been posted across the nation. First one we're going to look at is a tornado watch, and this one goes until 1 p.m. Central Standard Time this afternoon. It covers portions of eastern Texas, northwestern Louisiana, much of Arkansas, and a little portion of Tennessee. This second watch covers Missouri, southern Illinois, far southern Indiana, and this one goes until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. So definitely the conditions are right for tornadoes in these areas currently and until the time the watch expires. So definitely be on alert in these areas. Be weather aware that these storms could produce tornadoes, and some of these storms have produced tornadoes. We're taking a look at a couple of the warnings out there right now. This first one is a tornado warning, and it was valid until 10:15 this morning. So this gives us an idea of what this storm system is capable of producing, and we can see that this tornado warning was issued early this morning and went until 10:15 a.m. So these storms have the possibility to rotate here across this line through Arkansas and into Missouri and portions of Illinois. So we're going to back out here and show you a little bit of the severe thunderstorm warnings that are all along this line. So a great swath of severe weather all the way up to the Great Lakes area. So here's the SPC outlook for today, and we see that this has been upgraded this morning. There's been a moderate risk added to this. So this is a little bit higher than our enhanced. This is where the greatest risk of severe weather is today. The western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, eastern Arkansas, and southeastern Missouri. So definitely the greatest risk for severe weather is there. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the tornado probability. This shows us where it's most likely that we'll see strong tornadoes. And this shows us the greatest risk is over that moderate area, over western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, eastern Arkansas. So you see that there's the greatest risk for tornadoes there. Our greatest risk is the hail probability, where we'll probably see some hailstorms, and then wind is also our greatest concern as well with this system. But let's go back to this tornado probability and talk about how we can actually see tornadoes outside of the greatest risk, because just because you're not in the greatest risk doesn't mean that you won't see tornadoes. Let's go ahead and show you that tornado warning we looked at earlier. We can see that's actually outside of the 10% chance of greatest risk of tornadoes. So yes, it can happen outside the forecast area. So be on alert today. Just because we're not in the greatest risk here in North Alabama for tornadoes doesn't mean we're in the clear for tornadoes at all. Just means that it's not quite as certain that we'll see strong tornadoes in the area. But it's still possible that we could see tornadoes. Taking a look at this SPC graphic again, we can see that the greatest risk is to the west of the North Alabama area. But much of Mississippi and Memphis, you're dead bullseye center of this graphic here, unfortunately. You're going to see the most of the severe weather today. Doesn't mean we are out of the clear. Pay attention in the yellow and orange outlined areas, because we could still see severe storms in those areas today. So be on alert, have a way to get warnings, and stay tuned to local media. That's the best way to get warnings. Have a no weather radio, make sure it's ready to go. And please be alert and be safe today.